That's weird. Good morning, Internet. There we go. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Thursday, the 3rd of December 2020, and we are going to do some New York Times and LA Times Sudokus. So let's have a look at today's New York Times hard Sudoku with some Snyder notations. Okay, so I can see a pair of ones there because of these two ones. And I think that's all I can do with the ones. What about twos? Oh, also, I don't know if I'm too quiet here. I need to experiment with the mic a little bit. I can't see any more twos, but I can certainly see a 3 over here because I've got 2 3s on the columns and 2 3s on the rows. So that restricts a 3 in there. Got a pair of 3s over here because of these 2 3s. Anything else? Got another pair of 3s down there because of these 3s taking columns 2s and 3. And I think that's it for the 3s. Just to confirm, 2 is not useful. Indeed, let's play some 4s. So I'm a bit concerned that the 1s and the 4s are in Knight's move away, which is not too great. At least we've got a pointer pair of 5s here with these 2 5s. So that locks another pair of 5s over there because of this 5, that 5, and the pointer pair of 5s. Have we got anything else? Also, for some reason my Stream Deck is not working, so on my iPad. So yeah. Oh, it is working now. That's good because that means I can mute and blow my nose. Okay, now that's done with, let's continue on with the... I think the 5s are exhausted, so let's place a pair of 6s up there because of these 2 6s. So that locks a 6 over there, but we have too many candidates. 7s are locked in there because of these 2 7s, and on their own, they don't really unlock anything on the adjacent cages. 8s are locked in here, and they also don't unlock anything on their own, so we're already down to 9, and we haven't actually resolved much besides unlocking this pair of 9s and 5s. Over here we haven't got any 9s and 5s, so I guess we are going to go to work on this puzzle. Okay, I'll get my coat because of the bad pun and me being a bit cold. Okay, I can see a 1 down here on this row when I was looking at the weak areas. There are only 3 cells left on this row, and I can see the 1s are taking over these 2 cells, so I can place a 1 here. So does that help me immensely? Not particularly, because it doesn't open up any more cells over there. What are missing on this row? We're missing a 7 and a 9. And we can see a 9 over here because of that 9. So 7 and 9 are resolved. So let's have a look at the 9. It unlocks a pair of 9s over here because of these 2 9s. And it keeps the 9s on row 9 over here in this cage. What about the 7s? 7s, I guess it locks a pair of 7s over here. And due to this 5 and 9 matching pair where no other numbers can go in, this 7 is now restricted on this column. Therefore I have another pointer pair of 7s there because 7s can't go in this column anymore. And I think that is it. So let's explore this cage a little bit more to see if we can find anything else. Ideally we want something looking into these 2 cells, and we do have a pointer pair of 6s looking into them, so we can place a 6 there because 6 can't go in there or there, and it can't go in these 2 cells because of the 5 and a 9. So 6s doesn't do anything else. So this is certainly an interesting puzzle where, yeah, it doesn't do a huge amount as you place numbers, and I don't think I suppose the 7s are now restricted to 2 different cells now, but I can't really open up the 4 and the 8. No, the 4 and the 8 don't really see enough. So let's look at other weak areas. So I guess technically this is a weak area with the 4, 8 and 7. We can't really place any numbers, but okay, now the 8s are locked in rows 1s and 2 in this cage, and it's the same in this cage because of this 8 here blocking that cell. Therefore these must be 8s, which under normal circumstances we wouldn't really plan on pencil marking, so we're not going to do that. We are instead going to look at these 2 columns, which only have 4 cells left each. And what have we got here? We've got 1, 4, 8, 1, 4, 8, and 5. 1, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, so 5s can't go in there. 1s can go in all of these cells. 4s can go in these 2 cells, and 8 can go in these cells as well. So hang on a sec. Does that mean yeah, we've got 1, 4, and 8 looking into this cell. It must mean this is a 5 then, because I'm looking for 1, 4, 8, and 5. And actually, I missed out the 1 and 4 in the cages, so this has to be a 5 because I can see 1, 4, and 8 here, and I haven't got. I'm missing 1, 4, 5, and 8, and now I'm missing 1, 4, and 8. Don't think I'm going to be able to do. Oh yes, I can. No, I can't. No, I've already placed the 5, so 1, 4, and 8, we can't place the rest of them. Okay, does a 5 open up anything for us? Opens up a pair of 5s over there and a pair of 5s over here, which is not a huge amount, I have to say. Oh, morning, table Pope. Oh, thank you. That's it. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, I'm glad it's kind of like helping you a bit with understanding Sudokus. I'm just going to blow my nose for a second, so be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, just I think, you know, you just get used to Sudokus over time and learn more interesting techniques. I've got some friends who are even better Sudokus, especially with the variant Sudokus, so you should definitely check them out as well. So I may mention them later in the chat. Let's see. So on this column we've got 4 numbers left. We're missing 1, 7, 4, and 8. Okay, 1, 4, 7, and 8. So 8 can't go in this cell, so 8s are restricted to these 3. I can't restrict the 4s. I've got 1 locked in there, so 1s can go in these 2 cells. So nothing really interesting is happening. I know 7s are locked up there, so I can't actually disambiguate this quadruple. So I think we need to look elsewhere. And we have another quadruple here. Since the pair of 5s and 9s are restricted to those 2 cells, whatever the remaining numbers are can't go in there anyway, so that gives us another quadruple. So we are missing 1, 7, is it 1, 7, 8 and 1, oh it's 1, hold on, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 7 and 8, okay. I've got 2 and 7 there. Haven't got 1 and 8, but this cell must be a 1 and 8. That's interesting. So, what was it again? 1, 2, 7 and 8. Okay, we've got 7 here. So 7s can't go in these 2 cells because I've already got a pair of 7s there. 1s are not restricted particularly. We've got 3 different places for the 1 to go. The 8s are restricted over here. Hang on. Didn't we say something else was restricted here earlier, or is it just the 8s? Oh, it is just the 8s. Okay. So I don't think we can do anything with this. The twos are not really restricted either, so I think that was exhausted. Any other weak areas we can look at? No, not yet. So I think it's time to do another scan around the puzzle and see if we can find anything else. So let's see. Ones are locked in these cells. That's kind of interesting because they share the same cells as the free. So one of the new things that I'm looking at nowadays is whether that means I can find a triple in these three cells. And what I would be looking for is how did I arrive at the ones and threes? Well, it's because of these ones and threes, and I've been looking for another number and I haven't. So there are no triples over there. Ones and sevens are locked in here. Do I have another triple? No, I haven't. Okay, so I think that's all I can do with the ones. I can't see anything else. Twos. Oh, do you know what? I should have looked at this cage as well, because it only has 4 cells, so technically it's a weak area. So what am I missing here? I'm missing... Oh, I'm skeptical I'm going to get anything out of this anyway. Oh, I do have a pair of 9s over here, so it was worthwhile. And so 9, 8, 6, and 3. Okay, can't really see any 3s and 6s, so I think that's all I can do with that. Oh, this is interesting. 9s are locked in these 2 cells. There we go, we have a triple. So this 9 and the pointer pair of 9s restricts the 9s over there. I don't think, did I actually fully look at all the 9s? Maybe I didn't. So now we've got a 3, 7, 9 triple locked in this cage in these 3 cells. So the way it works is if you've got 3 numbers sharing this overlapping, well in fact no, it's not even that, it's 3 and 9 locked in these 2 cells. I was so fixated on the triple that I ignored the fact that 3s and 9s are locked in the same 2 cells, therefore no other numbers can go in them. Because if the 4 or the 7 goes there, I've only got 1 cell left for the 3 and the 9, so I can actually eliminate the 4 and 7 there. So that was a bit silly of me not to spot that sooner. So I think whenever I place the 6, whenever I place the pointer pair of 9s here, the 5, 9, oh, I see what I've done. I saw the 5 and 9, had a looked around, and then I immediately jumped into the weak areas when I should be focusing on, I should have continued on with the 9s basically. But right now I need to focus on blowing my nose. Be right back. Oh, that was a big one. I'm glad I'm able to mute that. Okay, so now this column is only left with 2 cells, and they are 1s and... Oh, what are they? 1 and 8. Okay, we can't resolve that still, but I also have 1, 8 and 2 locked in these cells. So 2s must be, 2s must be on this column because of this 2 there. So that locks the 2s over here as well, because now they form a pointed pair. And I think that's all I can do with the 2s. I've got 2s locked in here with the 1s. Oh, okay, so 2s are locked in these 3 cells based on this 2. So I should have spotted this sooner as well, but I didn't immediately jump onto it. This 1, 2 and 6 has locked a triple in here. I should have looked at that early on. So therefore that leaves me a triple here, because the 1, 2, and 6 are locked in those 3 cells. Whatever are remaining in this cage, which are 3 different numbers, they can't go in there, so they have to be 5, 8 and something else. 5, 8 and 7. 5, 8 and 7 goes in here, and in fact I can pencil mark in the 8s as well, but not this. Well, I suppose I might as well pencil mark in the 7s. It's not hugely important, but that means that can't be a 7 anymore, because the 7s are now pointed in this direction. They are locked in row 2 in this cage, so they can't be in row 2 anywhere else basically. So this gives me another 7, and also tells me that this number must be deducible, because this is a triple, so none of these other numbers can go in these 3 cells. This is a matching pair, so none of these numbers can go in there. So there's only one number left on this row, and it's a 4. So hopefully that makes sense. And now that the 4 is in place, in this cage, I've only got one number left, which is an 8. So that 8 opens up another 8 there, because the 8s are taking up all the columns. And does this 8 do anything else for us? Not yet, it doesn't. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. But maybe we can look at this triple now, or this triple. So this is 1, 2 and 6, we can't deduce that. What is this then? This is 1, 2 and... It's not 5, it's not 9, so it must be 1, 2 and 8. Oh, so I've got 1, 8 pair, haven't I? So I guess this is 1, 2 and 8. So that's a shame. Maybe we should look at other areas in that case. Have I opened up any more numbers over here? No, I haven't. So do I have any... Oh, there we go. This column only has one cell left, and it must be a 1, because that's the only number missing. So that means the 1s are locked over here, because I've got a 1 there and a 1 here. So, any other 1s? Yes, the 1s are also locked over there, because of these two 1s. So now I've got 1, 7 pair. So using the same logic as before with the matching pair, I've only got 3 cells left in this cage, and they are 4, 9, and something else. But it's not that important right now, because I can see there's a pointer pair of 9s there because of this 9. So it erases this 9 over there, giving me another 9. So I think I'm closing in on the 9s. Yep, I've got 9s locked in 2 sets of X-wings, so that is nice. What else am I missing? I'm missing 4 and 6. And I can't see any 6s either on the top or the adjacent cages on the left, so can't really deduce what they are. I could pencil mark them in. It's not hugely important, but it's something that we can do. With this being 1s and 7s, I also have a quadruple here. And since I've already got the pencil markings for all 4 numbers, they're 4, 5, 6 and 9. And just double checking on the column to make sure they don't exist, and I just haven't cleaned up the pencil markings. Okay, so 4, 5, 6 and 9. I've got 5 there, 5 and 9, so this must be 4 and 6. I've got 9 there, nothing else. So I can't deduce what this quadruple is. This is a pentagonal, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. Okay, so anything else going on? Wow, my nose is... Oh, no. My nose is really blocked up today. Oh, I can actually disambiguate this now, because I've got an 8 there now. So this 1, 8 pair is deduced. That has to be the 1. That has to be the 8, because the 8 can't go down here. So does this 8 do anything else for us? No, it doesn't. But a 1 eliminates the 1 from this cell, so the 1, 7 pair are now resolved. And this 7 locks a pair of 7s over here. And now we've got 7s locked in columns 1s and 3s in these 2 cages. They can't go anywhere else. Therefore, 7 has to go in one of these 2 cells in this cage. And the fact that I've got 3 7s there, I mean, you can basically just surmise that the 7 has to go here, because I have pencil marked in the 7s and it's not here. Oops. They added a 4 for no reason. So this must be the 7. So I can erase the 7s over there in these 2 cells. And they are left with just a 5 over here and an 8 over there, basically, because those are only possibilities. Or basically that was a naked 8, therefore this must be the 5. So let's look at the 5s. I can deduce another 5 down here, because I've got a 2 5s and that 5 on a row. Does this 5 add anything? Yes. Let's just follow the 5s. See if we can finish up. No, we can't. We've got 5, 6 and an X-wing over there, so that's all the 5s we can do. So let's rewind back. The other number that we placed was the 8. Can the 8 do anything for us? Yes, it can place an 8 over there, because of this 8, that 8, and that 8 over there. So that it erased these 3 cells, placing an 8, and that just erased a 7. So 7 goes here, that erases that 7, so 7 goes here as well. And I think that's all the 7s. Yes, 7's grayed out, so that's all the 7s. We should be home dry now, so let's see. We have a triple forming in this cage, and they are 2s, 4s, and 2, 4 and 6. So that is a bit annoying actually, because I can't see which one is which actually. So what about this column? 1, 2 and 4 also can't be deduced. How annoying. 4 and 6 can't be deduced. So all these weak areas that are developing are not actually helping me. What about this here? This is 2, 4 and 2, 4 and 6. Also can't be deduced. 2, 4 and 6 again on this column. 1, 2 and 6. Wow, this is 1 and 2. I'm really surprised by this, but I think we can just look at all the numbers, and I'm sure there's a weak area somewhere that not weak area, but there's a critical path here. So, and I think it's in this cage because we've got T junction. That 8 eliminates those two cells, so the 8s are pointed here, meaning they can't be in this column outside this cage. So that places another 8, and this, what does that leave me? And this 8 had already erased that 8 as well, so that places an 8, erasing a 2, places another 2, so I'm left with 4s and 6s, I think, and I've got a 4 there seeing into this cell, so that must be the 4, this must be the 6, and on this row I can place a 6 as well over there, and I think this must be a 4 now on the row, and now that leaves me 2s and 6s, can't deduce them just yet. Anything over here? I've got a pair of 6s there. Anything else? 1, 8. I'm missing 5, 6, 4 and 2. So 2s are in these two cells, but the 4s are free to go everywhere. Not amazing. 6s are locked in these two cells. I don't know how useful that is. Probably not at all. 6s, 6s, pointers, 6s. So I've got, what are these? These are 2s and 6s. Oh, that's useful because I've got 6 overseeing this cell. So in this cage, 6 goes there, 2 goes there. So this 2 oversees this cell, meaning there has to be a 1. So that can't be a 1 anymore. I've got 2 and 6 locked in there, so they're both pointed in this direction. Therefore, this can't be a 2 anymore. I can deduce the 2 down here, and on this row, I'm left with a 1. And now this 1 is placed. This has to be a 3, 9 pair. Can't surmise what they are. This is 2 and 6. Oh, this is interesting. Something's not right here. Oh, this 6 actually disambiguates the 2 and 6 anyway. So now I've got all the 6s. 2 is the only remaining one between the 2 and 6 in these 3 cages. So this 2 eliminates that 2, places another 2 here. And I think that's all the 2s. Yep, 2s are now greyed out. This 6, oh no, hold on. 6 is in these two cells, so, and these two cells. Frustrating. Something else got to give. Oh yeah, it's the 1, 3 pair. So this is just a quick hint if you're speed solving. If you see only 2 cells left on a column and they're in the same 2 cages, and you've got a scenario like this where you've got like a single number, one of the number only exists once on a column within this cage, that has to be the number, because if you could have placed the other number, you would have placed it already. So clearly the 1 can't go there, as proven by this one. So the 1 and 3 could be deduced. But there's only a few pencil marked in all the candidates, all the possible 1s in this cage in this instance. So now that gives me the 4. So 4 must go down here, 6 must go here, 5 must go there, and 5 and 9 and 9 and 4. So what breaks this area then? I guess this 3 breaks the 3 over there, 9 over there, 9 over here, and what's left? This is 6 and... oh, I'm drawing a blank now. I don't know what I'm missing. Maybe I should look at... oh yes, I've got the 6 up there, so that must be the 6. That must be the 3. So that's the New York Times Hard Sudoku walkthrough. And let's have a look at the LA Times Expert Sudoku for today. Hopefully it's not too difficult. I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before that we had a really difficult New York Times hard Sudoku that completely threw me off my game. And but yeah, hopefully we're not going to encounter any resistance with the LA Times. So I'm not going to do too much explanations. I'm just going to jump straight in. Pencil marking the ones, can't see anything. So these are twos, threes, three. Oh wow, not much going on. And 4 is on its own. I've got a 5 over there, and pair of fives. Fives are locked in there, so that must be a 5 as well. What about the 6s? Think of the 6s. Will somebody please think of the 6s? 6s are pencil marked in, 7s are locked in these cells, so that must be a 7. And okay, so now 8s, 8s are over there. Pointed 8, so that must be a pair of 8s as well, and I think that's all I can do. Oh dear, oops. These are 9s. Any other 9s? 9s are over there as well, so therefore that must be a 9. So these are 9s as well. So that's one round of notations done, but I also notice with the 5 there, the 1 is now pointed, so therefore I've got 1 9 pair over there. So can I do anything magical with this cage? Got 7 down there, which is not super useful. Okay, maybe this quadruple is good to look at. They are, I can ignore the 4s. I'm missing, well, that must be the 6 then, because 6s can't go in these 2 cells. So it's 4s and 7s in these 2 cells, and I've got 7 there, so this must be the 4. That must be the 7, and these must be 2s and 3s, but I've got a 3 over there, so 2s and 3s are deduced. That leaves me a pair of 3s there, and a pair of 2s over there. Okay, so this is looking interesting. What's going on here then? Well, 4 can't go in here, so 4s are over there. That means 4s must be in these 2 cells, because they're pointed pair of 4s. And in fact, 4 can't go in here either, so that must be the 4. So this 4 and that 4 had deduced the 4 for us, which opens up the 5 and the 7, leaving me a triple here and a pair here. So this pair, again using the previous mentioned logic, I've got 2 cells left on the row, and then in the same cage, it must be a 1 here, and the remaining digits are 2. So, got 1, 1, can't deduce the 1s any further. 2s now locked in there. Don't think I can do anything else with that. So, again, 3 cells locked in a cage on the row. 9 must go there, because 9 can't go in these 2 cells. So, I am left with 4s and 5s. Okay, and these must be 8s and 3s. Okay, so this must be a triple as well of 1s, 2s, and 1, 2, and 9. Okay, so 9s can go freely everywhere. Okay, where next? Well, where next is my nose, because it is being blocked up again. So. And I'm back. Return from my nose. So 5 is locked in his cells, because I'm curious about this cage. Only has 4 cells, and this 5, and that 5 locks the 5 over there. So what else is missing? 1, 9, and 8. And I can't see any 8s either, but... oh yeah, there are no buts. Over here, I've got a 5 deduced, because 5 can't go in this cell, so 5 can't go in these 2 cells based on the pencil markings, so I can place a 5 there. So I'm only left with 5s in those cells. So this can't be 1 or 9, which I notice is here, and I got 1 and 9 there, so that must be 1 and 9, which is interesting because that forms another 1 9 pair. So this can't be 1 or 9, it's the remaining digit, which is a 4. So now that opens up a pointer pair of 4s there, pair of 4s over there, because I've got 1 and 9 locked in there, so effectively those 2 cells are ruled out. So with 4s not being able to go in here, 4s must be up here. And I guess the 7s must be down here as well. Yep, 7s are down here, so all the 4 numbers are deduced, and they're unique quadruple. The other thing I noticed, I didn't notice something else about the 4s. Yes, 4s are locked in columns 7 and 8 in these 2 cages, so they must be in column 9 over here. So 4s are over there. Okay, So anything else I can do? Well, this is 1 and 9, so let's pencil mark them in just to help us. So I've got a quadruple going on here. They are 2, 4, 6 and 9. No, 2, 4, 6 and 3. So 2, 3, 4 and 6. Okay, so can we make any deductions? 2s, can't do anything with 2s. 3s, I can't do anything with either. 4 and 6, we can't actually do anything with it. So, but suffice to say we have a 1-9 pair there, so this is a quadruple. So that's why that 1-9 is useful. But I'm not going to keep that pencil marked in because it may confuse me later. I am instead going to pencil mark in the 3s. I'm just basically doing a quick scan of the board to see if we can place any more candidates. I've got 1s locked over there. 2's locked in these 3 cells. Is that useful? No, it's not. 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh. 3's. Anything interesting with the 3's? Not really. 4's. 4's a lot healthier now, that's why I'm looking at it. Whereas previously, when it was on its own, it would have been completely pointless. I think all the 5's are pencil marked in. So 6's are locked in these cells. Any other 6's? 6's are locked in those cells, not useful. 7's, I think 7's are pencil marked in as well. No, they're not. Having pencil marked in the 7's here, which are in these 3 cells. Not ideal. Not at all. So 8's are locked in this column. 8, 8, 8 in these cells. So it's looking like we can't do any more deductions now. So I think we need to look in more weak areas. So I think we've got one here with 2, 3, 7 and 8. We've got 3 there, no 3 there, 2's, 7 and 8, nope, can't do anything with that. This is 1, 8 and 9, which is not at all useful, is it? This is 2, 4, 6 and 7. I've got 2 and 7 there, so this must be 4 and 6. I've got 2, so this is 4, 7 and 6. 4, 6 and 7. So again, I can't do anything with this. Have a look at this. 5, 7, 1 and 1, 5, 7 and 8. 1, 5, 7 and 8. I've got 5 and 7 there, so this must be 1 and 8. Got 5 over there as well, but no 7. 5. In fact, 7's can only go in these 2 cells. Any 8's? Nope. So it's also a dead end. How disappointing. And I think I'm running out of quadruples. I've got 1, 2, 9 and 8 here. 1, 2, 9 and 8. So this must be a 2, 8 pair. This can be 1, 9 and 8. This can't be an 8, but it can be everything else. So, oh dear. So I think we're not going to get anything else out of this puzzle with just conventional techniques. I think we need to do more. So, let's see. So now I'm going to look at any cells with 2 candidates and see if we can find ourselves a hidden pair using a pretty nice technique. 3's and 4's maybe? Nope. 4's and 2's? Nope. 4's and 3's? No. 2, 7 can't go there, but that's not good for me. 3, 7, no use. 5 and 7. Not useful. 4, 3, can't go there. Can go in all those cells. Can't go there. Yeah, this is not looking promising. 2's and 4's. Nope. What I'm looking for, oh yeah, I've already mentioned I'm looking for hidden pairs. I'm not going to get any 8s, am I? No, 3s and 8s are a lost cause. I suggest looking at 5th row. Oh, thank you, Disgracia. I know there's a 1-9 pair, 1-9 pair here. I've actually deleted it. That leads to a quadruple here, but I couldn't resolve them earlier, unless I can resolve them now. So let's think. 4, 6. 6 is going to go there. This is 4, 6, 9s. No, not 9s, because 1s and 9s are ruled out. They are 4, 6, 3, and 3, 4, 6. 2, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, I've got 3, 4 there, so this is 2 and 6. I've got 4 there, no 3s. Got 2 there, so 3, 4, and 6. So, nothing else really. So, unless this 1 and 9 does anything else, if it does, I can't see what it is. So, no, I can't see anything with it, because I know this is a 1 and 9, because I was looking at this column before, so I've already spotted a 1 and 9, and that's why I ignored looking at this 1 and 9 basically. Oh, although, hang on, in row 4 we've got another 1 and 9 there. Haha, this 1 and 9 can't go in these 2 cells. It also can't go in these 3 cells, so actually this is also a 1 and 9, so I can pencil mark in the 1s and 9s in this cage, and I can eliminate that 6, so hopefully that will open up the puzzle for us. So that gives me a pair of 6s there, and that's a triple of 3, and the 3 has to go here now because of that 3, so 8 must go there, and 2 must go here. So with that 2, I can place another 2 there, yet another 1-9 pair, so I know these are 1, 9 and 8, and 8 can't go here, so 8s have to be over there. So I do have a 1-9 pair, but I've got 1s in these cells as well. So 1s, I suppose now that I've got 1 and 9 there, these are 2, hold on, no, that's not useful. That's a pentagonal, but I still wonder if there's anything I can do with it. 4s, 3s, oh, that's too many numbers. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that. I think maybe I should have another scan now that I've got a bit more leeway. So 1s, 2s, now 2s are locked in these 2 cells. There we go, that's useful because that unlocks a 2, 7, 3 and 4 over there. And the 3s are now locked in these 2 cells. Bit irritating. So I've got 4 and 3s there. What about over here? I've got 6 and 7, and that can be deduced because of the 7 over there. Oops, 7 over there. So I can place the 6 and 7. So that breaks the 7 over there, opening up a 5, and this 5 opens up the 5 and 4 down here, which opens up the 4 and 3, and anything else. 3s. Oh, that opens up the 3, 4 and 2 over there. So now 1s are locked in, 1 is locked in here, which means I've got a pair of 1s there. 1, 2, 6 and 8 remaining. So 8 are locked in these 2 cells on rows 1 and 3. So 8 goes here, and 6, oh yeah, 6 can't go in this cell, so that's a 6, and that's an 8, which means the 8 goes here, 9 and 1, that means that's a 1, and this is a 4, and this is not right. The 3 breaks the 3 and 8 over there, so I'm left with a 2. So this is a 6, and this is an 8. And surely that the 1-9 pair should break somewhere. There we go, that 1 breaks the 1s and the 9s. And that's today's LA Times Expert Sudoku. So hope that's been useful. Thank you for the little pointer, Disgracia. I know what your, I think I know what your suggestion was about, and I think you must have just missed me earlier looking at the 1-9 pair as well. But it turns out that was still the direction to go, because it's the subsequent deduction on row 4 with the 1-9 as well that fixes it. Whereas since I spotted 1-9 pair early on, I just completely ignored the 1s and 9s when I should have also looked at 1-9 on row 4 as well. So yeah, that's today's Sudokus. I shall have to log off and do my work. So I shall see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. Bye now.